Dear parents, guardians, and in general, anyone who is interested in the growth of their child in academics, I would like to address you. I am Dr. Pardon Mwansa, the director at Ford Napandeli Secondary School. My discussion with you is in form of a question, and that question is this one. Would you like your child to score 85% and above in their academic work at your school, at our school? Would you like your child to score above 85% in their academic work? There are three things that contribute to the learning of a child and to the academic performance of a child in school. Obviously, the teacher is a significant contributing factor, and that is why we employ qualified and good teachers to teach our children. The second factor is the student, the learner himself or herself. Nothing can replace the efforts of a learner toward the desire to achieve higher academics. But the third one is having access to learning tools. Learning tools are those tools that enable a child to understand what they are learning. It's things that enable a child to learn. I will single out one: reading. Reading, reading, reading. If you want your child to pass 85% and above, you've got to get your child to read and read and read. And it doesn't necessarily have to be reading subjects that they are taking in class. It's just the habit of reading for purposes of acquiring knowledge. Research after research has verified that a reading child will immediately move from being a mediocre academic performer to a high academic performer. Parents, guardians, please get your children to read and to read. A story is told of Ben Carson, and I personally know Ben Carson at a personal level. Ben Carson, who you see in the picture here, dressed as a surgeon, has served as chief pediatric neurosurgeon at Johns Hopkins Hospital in the state of Maryland, in Baltimore. Ben Carson shares a story that I would like to repeat. Ben Carson was raised up by a single mother, a single parent. But this mother required Ben Carson and his brother to read and read. She gave them a goal to read 2 books every week. As a result of his reading habits, reading and reading and reading, Ben Carson testified that he acquired knowledge even outside of the scope of what he was being taught in class. One day, he narrates, a teacher asked a question to the entire class. And at that time, Ben Carson was regarded as just a mediocre student. But when the teacher asked a question, a very difficult question about rocks or stones, Ben Carson raised up his hand and answered a correct answer to the teacher. The teacher was surprised, and so were all the students. And from that time on, everybody began perceiving Ben Carson as a person who was very knowledgeable. No wonder Ben Carson finished his education, pursued his medical education, and became one of the best pediatric surgeons that have ever been produced in the United States, not only among Blacks, but among whites as well. Some of you who have read Ben Carson have read how he is one of the physicians who actually separated the brains of twins who were born with their brains together. Look at the picture at the bottom of Ben Carson. I've put a picture of our children at Fordina Pandeli Secondary School. These children aspire to achieve great things in life. You as a parent, you as a guardian can help these children move from being mediocre academic performers to being 85% and above performers. What would it take? Help these children to read. When they are on holidays, give them books to read. Don't let the children just watch movies and just play. Get them to read and read and read. The school sent to you the textbooks that your children need to bring to school or need to take to school when they return from holidays. Please make sure you have equipped your children with the proper academic books that they need. Reading and reading and reading is a key to educational attainments, to raising our children from being mediocre academic performers to being above average. May the Lord bless you as you take care of our children and raise them to what they want and need to be as great academic achievers. Blessings on you